Woo! It's your boy DMX, aka Blonde, aka I barely use this card. Last time I used him heavy was like, I don't know, back in the 80s. But I actually got him to level 9 crit, which is decent. I feel like Mono Int, like, really needs Buhan to be badass because, I mean, I know recently, obviously, Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta came out. Now Int Trunks came out. But eventually, you're just going to run those on a hero team or mono super team. And the thing is, like, when mono int is, like, the sub-units, like, the units you just get from the game are so... They're pretty good. They have utility. By the way, shout out to Snappa. Nigga gives attack and defense plus 25% to int type. That's actually a pretty good support card, honestly. And he's free, and he's been out for a long-ass time. And he also has a chance to go grade up, so it's good just to bring him. But yeah, like Mono Int has a lot of good units. It's a really good team. Rarely do I ever use items, but it triggers me that I don't have any heavy hitter guys. Like, what I mean by good sub units is like there's units in this game that are different types that have been out forever. Like for AGL, Super Saiyan Blue Goku, he's an amazing unit. Same goes for Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. Same goes for STR Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Just all these different units that are fucking ballers. And they've been out for a while, and you'd actually have them. You don't have to pull on newer banners. I know eventually in Japan, Mono Super Int becomes ridiculous. When I say ridiculous, I mean ridiculous. It's almost as ridiculous as the load time for this fucking game. Jesus Christ, dude. My God, man. But we're going to take on your boy Zamasu, a.k.a. the nigga who nuked fused Super Saiyan Blue Vegito. Oh, fuck this. Eat my ass. Eat my ass, bro. I'm putting it in. Here you go. Anytime the game runs slow, usually when you change your connection type, magically it starts running better. Don't ask why. Don't ask how. Just know that it's a holy cow. And go. So, I got it going on. You know me. I was actually in a nice homework jutsu a little while ago. And you might be thinking, how could you be in a homework jutsu if you graduated? Well, listen, bro, the grind never stops. Learning every day, hating every day, ready to die. No, actually, I was pretty much just getting ready for different interviews, just getting drained, just looking at different things. I was actually looking at Elite Code, and I swear to God, dude, I think the best thing about Elite Code is that they make the questions as if it was given by like some random Indian guy. Their questions are god awful in the way that they like they categorize it, in the way that they like express the question. Because I was reading like some question was like, "Hey boss, here's a linked list, right? And each node in the list represents an integer, and each integer you need to add to another list and then create a new list." So I'm like, okay. So for example, one list is like 2, 3, 4, and then the other list may be, you know, 5, 6, 7. So 2 goes with 5, makes 7. 3 goes with 5, makes 8. You know, etc., etc. And then like I was looking at it and I'm like, wait a second. I'm like, wait, I'm not getting the right answer. Like for example, I think like the outcome was supposed to be 708, but I was getting the outcome as like, damn, I took a lot of damage. Let's see, let's do this. Let's do that. And then after doing that, let's do that. And then after doing that, we'll heal, I guess. Might as well, boss. I usually don't heal, but there's something called luck, and I don't have it. But ended up being what they wanted is for you to take all elements in the list and make it one number. So say it was 234. They wanted you to take those numbers and be 234 and then add it to whatever else, like say 456, 456. They never specified that. They never said that. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, bro, why do you gotta drain me? Like, that's one thing that's disgusting. And low-key, that's some realistic shit, because Mongols will fucking, they'll put that. They're like, hey, boss, I heard you like getting drained. And I'm like, yep, you know me. I'll do anything when it comes to losing my energy. But yeah, it's pretty good. Thank God, bro. I had such a shitty sleep last night. Thank God for that. I'm happy about that. It's one of those things where you just can't sleep. It's terrible too. And the worst part is I was out of stamina in Dokkan, so I was like, what am I supposed to do? Fucking spend the goddamn stomp. What is this? What do I look like? I guess I'll do that. Low-key need a stun on the low. At least a seal, but you never know. I feel like this guy might super. Alright, didn't super. Fuck you, you piece of shit. But yeah, it's one of those things like you crawl in your bed, you're ready to sleep, and I don't know, the Sandman never comes. He tells you to fuck yourself, whatever, and you just cannot sleep. I hate that shit, bro. Just staring at the ceiling, staring at the wall. Or sometimes you pretend that you're just going to sleep, you close your eyes, and you're like, I'll sleep. Eventually I'll sleep. And it never happens. It never fucking happens. Motherfucker. Let's see. I guess I'll do that. I guess I'll put these down. I guess I'll take those. And I guess I'll save all those int for Buhan. Sounds good to me. Alright, cool. I'd like to get a crit. A crit would really make a big difference here. Well, never mind. Who needs a crit? Oh, boy. And the worst thing is, usually when I'm tired and I can't sleep, I like to go in the realm and, like, watch some jutsu-ass YouTube videos. But I couldn't find any good videos last night. Like, I tried to go in the realm, but I just couldn't. And I like entertaining, like, YouTube videos, like, things that just put me in the realm. Recently, I watched some shit that, like, it was so much jutsu, but it eventually became, like, scary. Like, it became a scary jutsu. Like, I was watching, like, one of my friends showed me a YouTube channel called Murdoch. And it's like a neo-Nazi, neo-fascist, like, legit white supremacist propaganda channel. He makes animations. Some of them are funny. I thought some of them were funny. You know, Prep the Bull, you know, basically dudes, their girlfriends getting turned out because they're cucks. You know, that's hilarious. I know it's kind of a bit of an old joke, but come on. Tried and true, baby. Tried and true. But then there's some videos that put me in the realm and, like, I was like, what the fuck? Like, it was propaganda. Like, propaganda to the highest degree. One thing that put me, like, got me tight, bro, I low-key got triggered. I was about to go on Tumblr and be like, what is this? We need to nuke this guy. Was, by the way, shout out to your boy Buhan. Whenever he attacks, he lowers attack and defense. Buhan really is probably a really good card. I probably shouldn't have talked so much shit about him. Probably should have done a lot of things, though. Okay, let's take that and that. Like I was saying, this dude went in the realm. Watch this do like 40. Even though I'm disadvantaged. Oh, never mind. It did nothing. Alright, cool. Nice. Only fools would be. We made some video basically detailing the decline of Western civilization, saying that basically the West fell because of this, that, and the third. And it was actually kind of like a montage of different things that pretty much made America, you know, terrible now, and Europe terrible. Of course, it starts off with beginning of World War I or the end of World War I, because that's the extent of their education. Everything starts and ends with either the beginning of the Civil War or the end of World War I. I mean, well, Western civilization started at that time. It never existed beforehand. And then it kind of chronicles, you know, World War II beating Germany, which, by the way, for some reason, they go in the fucking realm, and they're like, yeah, Germany, low-key, we shouldn't beat them, because obviously it was a fascist government that supported white fascist ideals, rather. And then they go in the realm. He's like, he showed basically Martin Luther King when he was signing the 1965 Civil Rights Act, and that's when I saw that. I was like, because everything was pretty neutral up to that point, end of World War I, end of World War II, and then you see that, and I'm like, I don't get it. I'm like, what is this? Like, I didn't know what the video was about. I was like, well, I don't get it. And then immediately after that, they show the Newark riot and the LA riots, as if to say that, obviously, now that you signed the Civil Rights Act and Martin Luther King, now these beasts, they're free to do as they wish, and blah, 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 and I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Like, why has this guy got to drain me? And then, like, immediately after that, damn, I really don't want a Dokkan, but what are you going to do? And then immediately after that, he went in the realm, he started showing, basically, interracial marriages, interracial couples, even the Women's March and basically the civil rights movement that followed the African-American civil rights movement in America. And then immediately after that, drugs, alcohol, Woodstock, pretty much the decline of Western civilization. And I'm like, how, bro? How? Like, how do you take something like the civil rights movement and breakthroughs in society and pretty much flip it on its head to say that it ruins society? Oh, light of justice, piss me now. That actually sounds like a Shakespeare line. You know how like Shakespeare will like say some low key gay stuff. Like he'll be like, "Through the valley and over the peak, I saw something more beautiful than the sunrise itself." And then like low key was him talking about a man's asshole and he's looking at his balls. You know what I mean? Like, oh, light of justice, pierce me now. Do I have to tell you what that means? Zamasu wants some cock in his life. What are you gonna do? You cannot hope to compare to a god. Yeah, a cock god. Whatever, bro. You're in the closet. Come out when you're ready. Damn, I could seal him right off the bat. I like that a lot. Let's do it. Oof, this is gonna be nice damage though. If I got a crit with this guy, it's ogre, bro. It's ogre. But yeah, so I was like I don't understand how. Okay, even if you're a racist individual, even if you're someone who quote unquote loves this country but hates black people for some reason, how can you like completely disregard the judicial and the political advancements that were made? How can you look at cases like Brown versus Board of Education? How can you look at cases like Loving versus Virginia, which outlawed, or rather stopped the outlaw or the barment of interracial marriage? Like, how do you look at that and be like, this is what ruined America? Like, this is terrible. Like, how could this happen? Like, it's part of the 14th Amendment's Equal Protection Clause. It's part of just equality in general. Like, I don't understand. What do you want the nation to be based off of? You want it to be based off of just arbitration and just like back in the 1790s, like in 1792, the criteria for being a naturalized citizen of the United States was being of white heritage. And by the way, that doesn't even make any sense because the definition of quote unquote white kept shifting, because at first they thought that Asian people were right, and then they said, you know what, no, the Mongoloids, people who are Mongoloids can't be white. And it's like, obviously the people they hate the most is black and Latinos and other minorities, but they love, for some reason, Chinese people, kind of the model minority. But Chinese people in this country were the first judicially barred people. Like, the Chinese exclusion law kept Chinese people from becoming citizens of this country. And then eventually, because of that, as an extension of that, was Japanese people. And then you had cases like Ozawa versus United States, where the court basically said, you can't be a citizen just because you're Japanese. And it's like, I don't understand, like, how people can so quickly and so easily just be like, yeah, fuck other people. They're different. I don't like them. I want them gone. And it's like, Jesus Christ, dude, how are you in so much jutsu? But then again, I don't know. I guess in order to do that, you just basically have to only look at certain things from a certain perspective to basically foster your hatred. Just become Sasuke and be like, you know what, I need my hate to go stronger. I need to become more hateful, more stronger. I need to just look at all the crime statistics and, bad neighborhoods where black people beat up white people, and then say that based off of that and only that, then all black people do that, and all black people are terrible. And it's like, all right, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. But no respect for the political process, no respect for the judicial process, no idea of how society, advanced and became what it is today. And what's hilarious is that if they really wanted society to go back to a fascist and pretty much, caste system, the whole idea of capitalism doesn't foster under a fascist government. It doesn't foster in that environment. A free market can't exist in that political structure, yet they're champions of capitalism and saying that, every man should be an entrepreneur and moving forward, this, that, and the third. And it's like, you're so retarded. So retarded. It's like, how, bro? How now, brown cow? But, I don't know. I guess it is what it is. Low-key, I'm just a fucking liberal cuck, and I just don't see it correctly. But, IDK boss, IDK. But, I guess that's about it. I nuked Zamasu. Only used the Sensu. Only Sensu. I low-key fucked up because when you use Mono Int, you usually don't have to use any items because your boy Buhan is all you need. But that's pretty much it. I guess my parting message for you guys would be that racism is bad, all right? Just so you know. I know it's a controversial subject, controversial opinion to say racism is bad, but really, when you think about it, it's terrible.